Ned Bell is our Saturday chef today. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Good morning.
Good, good, good. Here representing Windset Farms with some great ideas for back-to-school lunches, and I see you brought your sock monkey
I brought
lunchbox.
Max's, my little boy Max, my favorite sous chef, his little monkey kit.
He couldn't be here today, so we have
could
him
not. Hi,
here.
Max and Mommy. I think they're over in Parksville still. So, yeah. So back to school, and I wanted to make a recipe today with eggplant. You know, I love the Adagio eggplants from Windset. So they're a little bit smaller, really tender, really. Full of, basically it's like, they're like sponges. They just want to soak up flavor.
Are they the forgotten vegetable?
A little bit. I know that you don't love them.
You know what? I can only say that I have not had huge exposure to eggplant. So.
Well, it's not the most popular vegetable in the world. So what I've gone ahead and done is cut the eggplant in half. Sorry, if we just move this like here. If you cut the eggplant in half like so, and then you just run your knife through it like this, you're just going to score it. Basically what that's going to do is kind of open the eggplant up a little bit, and then throw it in the oven, 350 degrees for about 25 minutes, and you're just roasting the flesh. Once the flesh is nice and roasted, really nice and tender, you've got that just like so. Scrape out the middle, puree it, and then you have this roasted caramelized eggplant, kind of like baba ganoush, right? But it's the filler for our quesadilla. So kids love quesadillas or wraps. So what I've gone ahead and done is we're just going to start with a little bit of olive oil on our griddle here. We're going to throw down our tortilla, a little bit of the Adagio eggplant puree.
And that's all that is. There's nothing added to that.
Just a little bit of seasoning, salt and olive oil, lots of cheddar. I love cheddar. Any type of cheese would be good, but this cheddar is nice and salty, and kids love those salty flavors. They won't even really know what this Adagio eggplant puree is, but it's very, very good for them. Full of fiber and really healthy. Some roasted yellow peppers. Same time while the eggplant's in the oven, throw the peppers in the oven, then peel the skin. They're really nice and sweet, right? So that adds a nice sweetness to it. Then just now you could grill this, you could, broil it, bake it, throw it in the oven. You could even do it as little roll-ups if you want. This is a new a product called Mountain Bread that I just love because it has no preservatives. Yeast-free, gluten-free. There's rice ones, there's corn ones.
Yeah, I've never seen a rice roll before, so that is very interesting.
And then we'll just leave this over here for now. What I've gone ahead and done also is made a little Concerto tomato sort of jam. So the recipes are on your website. Concerto tomatoes are phenomenal. They're sweet and crunchy when they're fresh. They're a great addition to a kid's lunchbox, but also if you wanted to make a little jam, kind of like a sort of quick ketchup or something, honey, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of salt, bring it up to a boil, and then what ends up happening is the tomatoes just break down just a little bit. So if you let that sit and put it in your fridge after a couple of hours, it cools down, and it's this really nice, flavorful, sort of like a ketchup, which is...
Like a chutney sort of thing, like a lumpy ketchup, or do you put it through the blender as well?
Well, you could definitely puree it if you want, or because the skins are very delicate, they're totally awesome to eat, but it'll... sorry, the spoon is a little hot. You could puree it if you wanted to, or you could just leave it chunky. I love to do both. Here we go. So, what we're going to do is add a little bit of oil on top. You could do this with butter or olive oil. And again, like I said, you could make little roll-ups too. Flip it like so. And then to serve it, now this is a great sort of after-school snack too. And if you do like this, just like this, it's going to be just a little bit, you know what, maybe we'll grab a plate here so that you can eat it when it cools down a little bit.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. Windset is a sponsor of the Run for the Cure. And in October we have special packages of Concerto tomatoes that we sell, and $1 from each package of the tomatoes goes to the fundraising efforts. And
hence the pink chef.
Hence why I'm wearing pink today. And I also have a gift for you.
Aww.
A little shirt. I love my
It's
tomatoes.
all about the tomatoes.
Isn't that great? And
That's
if you
cute.
go to windsetfarms.com, you can actually buy these T-shirts, and then you see on there,
Run for the cure.
Run for the Cure.
And Windset Farms. Thanks,
And Windset
Ned.
Farms. There you
That's
go.
awesome.
That's it.
All right, so a little addition for your lunch suggestion there. And I mean, you could pretty much put anything in here.
You really could. I mean, you know, if you wanted to puree the peppers in with the eggplant, you could do that. You could add any different type of cheese that you want. And I'm telling you,
Okay, I promised you I would try the eggplant,
it's
so I'm
pretty
going to give it.
tasty.
I'm going to give it a try.
you got to try it too, Jay.
Ooh, I taste the cheese right away. That's good.
Right.
Yeah, it's not an overwhelming taste at all.
No, I mean, eggplant is a very neutral flavor, so it just loves to, like I said, it's sort of like a sponge. It just loves to soak up flavor. So, you know, you could add some roasted garlic in there. You could even puree some cheddar cheese into it if you want.
All right, the Adagio eggplant from Windset Farms may be a new addition
It's pretty good,
on
right?
the grocery list. It is pretty good.
And it's
I'm
very
not-
good for you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Ned. As always, our recipes available on our website, globalnews.ca/BC. Look for Weekend News. That's where you'll find all of our Saturday Chef recipes. Let's check in with Jay now and find out what's happening with sports.
Well, I think we got to get one of the wraps. Well, I think Ned, you got to build one of those wraps for us.
I
Can
will
you?
do that.
Can you, buddy? That looks delicious. It smells
It's really good.
And you know what? The most impressive thing is Lynn is growing up before our very own eyes. She just had eggplant. I mean, this is unbelievable what we do here on the Saturday morning show. Thanks, Ned. Thanks, Lynn. Morning, everybody.